Hey, welcome. My name is Dolores Medell. I am a romance author. I write science fiction, fantasy, sci-fantasy, romance, and I also write under the name Sarapia Medell, where I write erotic romance of every kind. Under Dolores, I write spicy romance, but not necessarily erotica. Hence the distinction. This is my goals video for 2026. If you're wanting to know how last year went, which will reflect on what my goals are this year, you can check out the video previously. That also has a background for why my hand is this way, and also again reflecting on how I'm going to do my goals this year. So, quick brief thing, I ended up having surgery last year that ruined almost all my plans for last year. It was unplanned surgery. It was sudden surgery. Details are in the update video last 2022. My goals this year are going to be very similar / simple to reflect the fact that I'm still doing hand therapy. There are still a lot of restrictions on my hand in the sense of what I physically just can't do. And the needing to still manage my pain in conditions. So, with that in mind, this is what I'm planning to do. So, in regards to Project Blasphemy or the Celestial Desire series, which is written under Sarapia Medell, it's an erotic science fantasy about the second coming of Christ and the devil, and its subsidiaries. I have 3 stories in this universe: a prequel, the first one, which is the one with the second coming of the devil, and a second one. My goals in regards to that is to go back to book 1 and do a final read through of that. And if I'm still good with it, I will be working on finding an editor. The second goal in regards to that will be to go and edit the prequel. And once that is done, to give it to Fungal, who is my critique partner, bestie. They will read through it with me to make sure it's good, like they did for book 1. And to hopefully then to finish writing book 2, which is about, I think, halfway done when I stopped it, maybe, ? I don't remember. It's been so long. But I want to finish writing book 2. Though I have all the books done in the series, and I just have to work on editing and things of that nature. I would like to try and publish by November or December next year. But it's going to be a soft deadline. The publication of the prequel and the first book. At minimum, I would like to publish the prequel, because the prequel will be free. It's going to be my reader magnet that will be given free for my newsletters, and then eventually I will publish it free just online. So that is my thoughts. If not, it will hopefully be at least set up and ready then to publish at the beginning of 2027. Those are my hopes, dreams, and goals with Project Blasphemy or the Celestial Desire series. In regards to Hunger's Desire, my goal is going to still be to write 5 chapters for the year. I think I only wrote 2 last year. I didn't do much after my surgery. So I would like to get back into writing chapters again, even if I don't release a chapter a month like I was doing before. I would also like to get back to doing that. But a lot of that depends on Mongal, as Mongal is my editor for that. It's a real basic edit that they're doing, but they're my editor for that. So that's a lot of that is based off of them, because they're pretty much editing per chapter as I'm posting per chapter, and then writing as I'm writing per chapter. We're doing this serial story very slowly, so I would at least like to add 5 more chapters to the story, and that's about it. If I can start posting again, that would be great, but that's going to be a very loose goal and not a priority, because I want Project Blasphemy to be a priority. But I also don't want to abandon Hunger Desire, because there are a couple people that are still technically paying for chapters, even if I haven't been posting. Shout out to you people. Thank you. And I'm sorry. But yeah, I would like to go back to that. I'm not going to do anything else. I wanted to do a couple of other things in the Hunger Desire world, but just going to focus on writing at least 5 more chapters and maybe getting back to posting maybe once a month, maybe once a quarter. We'll see. And that's in regards to all of Serapia's work. The work for Dolores, I still have a project that I started and then stopped because I was stressing. That's about the Aztec gods. I don't think I'm gonna go back to that just yet. But I also came up with an idea for a serial that I wanted to dictate, that I started-ish and then just immediately dropped. So what I would like to do is at least go back to that and start working on the serial story to publish under Serapia, or not Serapia, to publish under Dolores' name, and possibly attempt to write a short. I want to try again. I've tried 2 times now to write a short that's blown up into something big. I would like to try to write a short story. Not a short story, like the Kindle shorts, like that. Try again to write something like that. But that is a very low-hanging fruit goal and is not a priority. But it's something I would like to try. I would like to work on this new dictated project, which I don't even remember what I labeled it as. Let me check. I should know. Do I? Obviously not. That's expecting too much from me. It was Project Advisor's Love. That's what it was. That was what the project was. So, possibly get back to that and do that as dictation. Because that will still be a spicy story. It just won't be an erotica. And I feel like that might be something nice to dictate and not be worried about what I'm saying necessarily. And if I need to stop dictating for spicy scenes, I can do that. Type it out and then go back to dictating. So, yeah. That is in regards to all the story stuff I want to write. The other writing thing I would like to do this year is my poetry. I would like to at least submit to, if anything, the Arizona Poetry Society contests at least 2. Do 2 of them minimum. And then if I can do any other contests, that would be great too, but at least 2 of them minimum. And then at least write 1 holiday poetry for the poetry collection I want to publish deeply, and I just didn't do anything last year. Those are my poetry goals. If I can get more done, great. If not, that's fine. Poetry is still a very much passion thing for me. It's a very much in the mood thing. It's still very much my soul kind of thing. So I don't push poetry very much. Now, regarding this channel, the main channel, I am not going to let it die. Obviously, I'm posting the video before this video, and I have one more video that I plan to post. That is a very late video. I am not going to focus on making videos. That's just going to be the honest answer. Between finishing school, starting a new job, wanting to publish at the end of this year, having multiple projects in the works, editing videos is just going to be too overwhelming. Editing videos is already overwhelming for me. I don't like it. Even though I like making the videos, I like posting them and being able to talk to you guys. It's overwhelming. And I'm not in a place where I can pay somebody to edit my videos, unfortunately. So it's not going to be a priority to make videos. So there will probably be months with nothing. What I'm debating about doing is possibly moving my newsletter for Ko-fi, which has been a really like general updates about things, into video format, which is what I did the last couple of times, and that being a quarterly post update. So there may possibly be a video every quarter, and it will be framed as kind of like a newsletter update. That's probably going to be the most consistent thing, but I'm also not going to promise that. And if it is, it will continue to be something like this where I'm going to be doing minimal editing. I'm just going to be sitting here on the chair at the desk doing an update, especially because if I'm successful in publishing at the end of the year, I will most likely by the middle of the year or at the beginning, middle of the third quarter, I will have to start doing a newsletter for Sedapia. So it's a lot. And I need to cut something. And YouTube is no, the video creation in the sense of editing is not something I enjoy enough to keep and stress it. So, for right now, yes, those might go away. I don't know what that will mean for the Latin videos that I was doing before. I'm hoping that my reading slump will go away. I may turn it into more of like a book review kind of video, possibly, instead of like a vlog. We'll see. The last couple ones were like that because I loved the book so much and I read them so quickly. So, yeah. But again, those might be they were already sporadic. They might be more sporadic. That will depend on my reading preferences and if I can get out of this one. So yeah, that's in regard to the main channel. Now, the second channel, the streaming channel, the Uncut channel, I will continue to be streaming twice a week, but my streaming days may start being more flexible. So we were already cutting down to 2 streams every 2 weeks because I have to work every other Friday. The every other Friday will probably continue to stay. But I may be fluctuating between streaming Monday and Tuesday. Mostly because Monday has become my main medication day. Now a lot of this is pending on I see a few of my doctors this month in January, and I am guessing I'm going to get my medications changed again. But if they don't, Monday is my main medication day, so I have a med that I take once a week, and Monday is the day that I take it, and it makes me really tired and drains me. So also Monday has become my most painful day because it's my med day. Med's worn out of my body at that point. So I'm thinking about fluctuating between Monday and Tuesday streaming based off of how I feel. And what might actually end up happening is Tuesday ends up being a stream day continuously. And then Monday ends up being the special stream day for the mature stuff. Because I still want to do that. So because I want to focus on writing, obviously, whatever ends up being my consistent day, Monday or Tuesday, will be sprints still. And then every other Friday will be game days. I'm going to try and get back with bundles so that we can do partner streams again. But if not, again, you'll have me at least. And what games we play will again depend on how I feel and my hand. If my hand is hurting, we might play a chiller game that won't need me to be pressing buttons as much. So there's that. We'll continue to be playing. I'm hoping to continue playing Paleo. The last time we streamed, it wasn't great on my computer, so we're going to see if I'm going to have to cut it or not. And then we'll continue to play Minecraft, the Hardcore World, and the new Forever World, Collector's World. And then we will continue to play the Tiny Bookshop. And then Repo with friends when I can. Those are going to be our main things. And then we'll continue doing the spicy streams on either Monday or Tuesday. I know the one that I have up right now is not very spicy. Again, that story isn't finished. The person who is making the game says that the further the story goes along, it will be more spicy, and I just wanted to play it to start it, and we'll probably come back to it as it updates. The next game we play, I will ramp up the spiciness of the game. In regards to the sprint stream, we're going to continue using Spirit City. So I wouldn't say that I'm going to divorce from StreamYard. If I do an event, like the Storyteller Relay, I'll probably do StreamYard. It's the easiest. But for my solo streams, I'm going to be using OBS. Because I'm really tired of a lot of the changes that StreamYard is making. It's now too expensive to pay for, and it's very restrictive, and I'm just not having it. I'm just over it. So I guess we're gonna say we're separated / taking a break. That's where we're at with StreamYard and streams. So the streams will look a little bit different. I'm going to work on getting a scene where you guys can still see the game of Spirit City while we're talking, like in StreamYard, and then we'll have a screen where it's mostly the game and I'm in the corner or something. So I'm gonna work on that so that we have all that set for next year. Those are the changes to the stream. Social media stuff, I'm just not going to focus on. If anything, towards the end of the year, I might rack up if I'm going to publish. But social media is very complicated, and I have stepped unintentionally away from Instagram, which was my main social media. I've unintentionally stepped away from it. Because I just haven't really been doing any writing things. I haven't even been watching a lot of writing videos or reading videos. I've been very much in the gaming world. I was really using games to self-soothe and heal. So I need to kind of ramp up back into this space that I kind of ended up shutting down because of surgery and overwhelm and stress and things like that. So yeah, those are the goals for the year. Very similar to 2025, but with a lot of cushion. Now, I mentioned in the wrap-up video, I don't think I'm going to do it this year, but I'm going to kind of work on it. I'm making the probably not best decision that I've been struggling with this for a while now. But I'm most likely going to make a third pen name. This pen name will be for my non-romance content. So, if you're very old viewer, or just someone who has been around where I've kind of been mentioning it a little bit this year, I started this channel with a book I was writing called Project Elf, or what I later titled it, The Princess and the Lawyer. So that story is not a romance. It is a dark fantasy love story. So by me saying love story, if you know, you know. But there's nowhere for me to publish it. It's about elves, and it's kind of like a portal fantasy. So both of my current pen names revolve around romance. Sodakia is erotic romance, and then Dolores is spicy romance to romance. So this project has nowhere for it to be. And I have another story that I had started writing as a high schooler that I would love to kind of go back to and work on, but it's also not going to be a romance. It would be a fantasy also. So I need a pen name for non-romance or just non-romance stories. So I'm going to be putting out a third pen name with that will just be sci-fi, fantasy, probably also science fantasy. Leave myself open books. Will it be? It will probably also be a self-publishing pen name. The traditional publishing world has become interesting from what I know, and from what it sounds like, a lot has happened in the year that I've been gone. So at this point, I'm also not even sure if I'm going to be publishing anything written under Dolores as traditional publishing. Originally, the Aztec mythology series inspired sci-fi thing that I was writing was going to be traditionally published, and now I'm just not sure. But when I get back to there, we'll figure it out. I think the new pen name will just be a self-published also. And what I think I'm going to do, because when I originally was coming up with names for Dolores, I picked a bunch of family names of like great grandmothers, and I have at least one more first name that I haven't picked yet. So I'm probably going to use that one and continue to label it Medill, so that technically you don't have to do too much research to find out who it is and where it's connected to. I may also just do a publishing house that's labeled Medill at this point, possibly. Those are all things I'm thinking about that will not be happening this year, but ideas. And what I will most likely do, if it becomes a thing this year, which it probably won't, but if it does, even if it's making like social, what will most likely happen is that you guys will find out in the newsletter video things. I'll probably announce it on Ko-fi. And that'll be it. There won't be any connections or talking about it on social media. I may reference it in streams because I'm really bad at not cross talking on streams. Streams is where everyone gets the news because I can't help myself. But that'll probably be it. I probably won't advertise it in in a traditional way, like I do Serapia. Like when I open up these videos, I reference myself under both names. I won't be referencing myself in that name, especially because it's not romance and it's very untied. Serapia is at least erotic romance, so it's tied to Dolores in the romance genre, and then the other ones will not be romance. So they'll probably have romantic elements in them, or there'll be love stories, but they won't be romance. So yeah, that's that. And part of the reason I really kind of decided on this is I did go back and start rereading The Princess and the Warrior. I had a day where I wanted to do work, but I didn't want to work on anything current. It felt very overwhelming. So I decided to open The Princess and the Warrior. And it was rough. You can tell this was my first book. Oh my god. There's so, and I think because it's been so long, I could see a lot of A, dyslexic mistakes, B, just mistakes in general, not understanding where, like, I wasn't saying things very well to get what I was trying to get across. And that was only the first chapter. I don't even think I finished the first chapter. I think I stopped at some point for external purposes. But yeah, it made me I've always had this nostalgic love for Princess and the Warrior. It was the first book I ever finished writing completely. I was very proud about it. I cried on stream when I finished writing. It was very much a healing story too, as I was writing it when my dad first got his diagnosis and he was getting sicker, his first wave of sickness. He's had a couple waves of getting sicker at this point, but hit that first wave and coming to the understanding of, he's not going to get better and he's going to die from this or complications of this. So it was a very healing story. And I rereading those first couple pages really re-energized my love for it. Again, I've never lost it. I've always loved it. And re-instilled the fact that I want people to read this. I love the story, and I think it could be very beneficial for other people to read. So I'm going to slowly, occasionally be rereading it and editing it. So I will get to a point where, I'll be ready to publish it. But that will be it. Again, it will probably be in a video newsletter or an announcement on Ko-fi, and that will be it. That I'm going to publish it, and even then, it still might not be. You guys just might find out the name, and that's about it. And you guys will have to keep track of social media to know on those specific, for that specific name. So, yeah. That's, the Lucy plans for 2026, and then some of the more concrete things. The not focusing on videos this year. We will continue to stream because I am definitely more of a streamer than I am a video content creator. The main focus is Project Blasphemy, trying to beef up Hunger's Desire some more, and try to bring in some poetry. But yeah, that's it. I hope this year is better for all of us. And if you did have a good year last year, good for you. And I hope this year is even better. And hopefully I continue to get better and I can get back to a better pace than what I was before. And that's it. So thank you so much for watching and listening. And I'll see you in whatever video. And if not, if you want to see me consistently, check out the stream channel, because again, I will be there. I am there the most consistent. You can hang out or watch a vlog. I mean, a VOD. They're always up You can sprint with me in the VODs or watch me play a game. All of that's up to you. So, yeah, that's it. I will see you guys in whatever video is next or live. And I wish us all good luck. Bye. Tell stories and prosper.